Welcome to Sakshi, Sakshi. I am Priya Goteti and we are watching Spiritual Awakening. From past few weeks, we are discussing on the nectar of holy name, and today our topic of discussion is Krishna wants your simple offering. And to discuss that, we are back with Sanjay Kumar Garu, who is popularly known as Sarvajaya Madhava Prabhu, who is CEO of Tanmay Group of Companies and Tanmay Jewelers. Namaste, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Priya Garu. Hope you're doing wonderful and hope everybody is doing wonderful.
Yeah, I'm good, Sanjay ji. And how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, Prabhuji, as usual, shall we start our program with a prayer?
Sure. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Budalai Shimate Jevadak Samati Namane Namo Acharya Padaya Nitai Guru Padaya Gaurukita Damane Nagar Gramatharine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Budalai Shimate Bhakti Vedanta Samati Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesa Sunivadi Pashtadisitarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukum Karoti Vachalam Pangun Langaye Te Krim Yat Kripa Tamahunde Shri Gurudin Dharanam Paramananda Madham Shri Chaitanyeshram Hari Om Tassa Hare Krishna. So happy Ugadi to everyone. Yeah.
Happy Ugadi to all the viewers and to you, Prabhuji.
So we'll start with the holy name, the benefits, how the nectar of the holy name and the holy name benefits all human society, how it happens. Let's just talk about it a little bit and then we'll jump to the topic. So it creates a spiritual atmosphere in the world with the holy name. When you chant the holy names, that's what happens. Chanting of the holy name evokes the Vaikuntha atmosphere, freeing the world from material hankering, envy and anxiety. So this hankering, envy, and anxiety is what bothering everybody. Wherever pure topics of transcendental world are discussed, the members of the audience forget all kinds of material hankerings, at least for the time being. Not only that, but they are no longer envious of one another, nor do they suffer from anxiety or fear. Most of the people kill themselves because of anxiety, depression. So by chanting the holy name, they can easily get rid of that. Vaikuntha means without anxiety. So in Vaikuntha, there is no anxiety. And the material world means full of anxiety. As stated by Prahlad Maharaj, Sada Samut Vigna Dhyam Asat Grahat. The living entities who have accepted this material world as a residence are full of anxiety. A place immediately becomes Vaikuntha whenever the holy topics of the personality of Godhead are discussed by pure devotees. This is a process of Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, chanting and hearing about Supreme Lord Vishnu as the Supreme Lord himself confirms. We did discuss, remember earlier?
Last episode we discussed about all these things and we got to know that by just chanting the Lord's name is just enough.
Yes, out of all the 9 processes, chanting is the highest. We should start with chanting and with chanting.
Yes.
Naham tisthami vaikunte yoginam hridayeshu va tatra tisthami narada yatra gayanti mad bhakta. So, my dear Narada, this is Lord Vishnu saying, actually I do not reside in my abode, Vaikuntha, nor do I reside within the hearts of the yogis, but I reside at the place where my pure devotees chant the holy name and discuss my form, pastimes and qualities. So wherever this satsang is happening, devotees are talking about Lord automatically goes there and he is there. And that is what brings that place Vaikuntha. Wherever his Lord is, Vaikuntha is there. So when Lord himself is saying this, that I'm not in my loka, I'm not in yogi's heart, who is meditating all his life, but wherever my devotees are chanting my name, glorifying my pastimes, reading my pastimes and my qualities, I immediately manifest there. And when you manifest, Vaikuntha is bound to happen there because God is manifesting there. It's a simple secret. Because of the presence of the Lord in the form of transcendental vibration, the Vaikuntha atmosphere is evoked. This atmosphere is without fear and anxiety. One living entity does not fear another. By hearing the holy names and glories of the Lord, a person executes pious activities. Shanvatam Swakatha Krishna Punya Shravanam Kirtana. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.17 says, his material hankering immediately stops. This Sankirtana movement started with the Society of Krishna Consciousness is meant for creating Vaikuntha, the transcendental world that is without anxiety. Even in this material world, the method is propagation of the Shravanam Kirtanam process throughout the world. And this is also mentioned in Bhagavad Gita 7.5.23. In the material world, everyone is envious of his fellow man. Animalistic envy exists in human society as long as there is no performance of Sankirtana Yajna. The chanting of the holy names, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, is very, very, very important in the Kali Yuga to get out of all the anxiety, all the enviousness among us and experience Vaikuntha. So this is the nectar of holy name topic what we discussed today. Like every week we discuss a little bit about the nectar of holy name. It's very, very, very important that we all connect with the holy name of the God on a daily basis. So now we will jump to the topic. Very interesting topic, very simple. And this is directly we are going to hear from Krishna's lotus mouth. What Krishna wants. Krishna wants a simple offering. He does not want elaborate offering. He does not want too much wealth and too much hangama. No. What Krishna wants is very simple offering. And this offering anybody can give. Anybody on the planet can give this offering to Krishna very easily. Do you want to know what those offerings are?
Yeah, we wanted to know that. Yeah.
All right. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhakta prayashati tad aham bhaktya upaharatam asnami prayat tat manaha. So Lord Krishna says, if one offers me with love, the most important thing to remember here is with love and devotion, a leaf, a flower, fruit or water, I will accept it. Here is our Lord Krishna, who is the supreme personality of Godhead, who is the God of gods, who is the ultimate Devata, like among all the Devi Devatas we heard last time, he is the topmost.
Mm-hmm.
And what is he asking us to give him?
Just anything with love.
With love and devotion, what he wants? A leaf. Do you think anybody on the planet can give a leaf? Right? Anybody can pluck a leaf. Leaf is freely available. You're just walking on the street, you can pluck a leaf, pray to Krishna, offer it to him with love and devotion, he'll accept it.
Prabhuji, I remember one story of Lord Krishna, that is Krishna Tulavaram, where he did not get pleased with the gold, but he got pleased with this Tulasi leaf.
Yes, because Tulsi is devotee, greatest devotee of Lord Krishna. So you're right. I heard the story also. So a leaf, a flower, one fruit or water, just this much is Krishna is asking. Rain is coming, water is coming, you take that water, offer it to Krishna. There are so many rivers, you take a little bit of water, offer to Krishna with love and devotion. He'll be so pleased because that's what he's asking us. He's not asking us anything more. But if you give this with love and devotion, he'll accept it. For the intelligent person, it is essential to be Krishna consciousness. Engage in the transcendental loving service of the Lord in order to achieve a permanent blissful abode for eternal happiness. The process of achieving such a marvelous result is very easy and can be attempted even by the poorest of the poor without any kind of qualification. The only qualification required in this connection is to be a pure devotee of the Lord. It does not matter what one is or where one is situated. The process is so easy that even a leaf or a water or a fruit can be offered to Supreme Lord in genuine love, and Lord will be pleased to accept it. No one therefore can be buried from Krishna consciousness because it is so easy and universal. Who is such a fool that he does not want to be Krishna consciousness by this simple method and thus attain the highest perfectional life of eternity, bliss and knowledge? So what you get by this simple process of offering Krishna with love and devotion? You get eternity You get transcendental bliss, eternal bliss, and eternal knowledge. Who does not want this? Who does not want eternal bliss? Right? Who does not want to be eternal? Nobody wants to die. Nobody wants to have a temporary life. We all want eternally happy, right? At least for our family also we expect the same thing. Krishna wants only loving services and nothing more. Krishna accepts even a little flower from his pure devotee. He does not want any kind of offerings from a non-devotee. Why he does not want from the non-devotee? They cannot offer with love and devotion. That's the reason why he will not accept. It's like this. Your father, if you take a small piece of paper, write something, scribble something and give to your father, I love you, father, or you draw some painting, how much that your father will appreciate?
Yeah.
Why he will appreciate?
Because it's out of love.
Yeah, because you're showing out of love, you're giving some gifts out of love to your dad. Our Supreme Father is just like that. He'll be very pleased if we give to him with love a leaf, just a leaf, or a flower, or water, or a fruit. He's not in need of anything from anyone. Does he really need this thing from us? Right? Because he is self-sufficient, and yet he accepts the offerings of his devotees in an exchange of love and affection. To develop Krishna consciousness is the highest perfection of life. This is very important to remember. To develop Krishna consciousness is the highest perfection of life. This is told in scriptures. We cannot take this line easily. So it's the highest perfection. So if you achieve the highest perfection, your life is successful, correct? Bhakti is mentioned twice in this verse in order to declare more emphatically that bhakti or devotion service is the only means to approach Krishna. No other conditions, such as becoming a Brahmana, a learned scholar, a very rich man, or a great philosopher, can induce Krishna to accept some offerings. Just because you are a rich person and you are very famous and you are very wealthy, you cannot impress Krishna with your wealth. And you're telling that I'm doing so much charity, I'm helping so many people. Now Krishna should look at me, Krishna should respect me, Krishna should be pleased with me. No, sorry. What you can help, what you can use your money for. How much is your wealth worth? In this lifetime, in this 100 years, you are wealthy. Maybe you are Bill Gates, maybe you are Warren Buffett or somebody else. But what happens after 100 years? Are you going to be same? Eternally you will be rich, you'll be famous, you'll have all your money and wealth all the time, all the youth? No, it's all temporary. And all you got is, everything belongs to Krishna. Like I'm in property business, I own some land, I can tell that this particular portion of property is on my name. Is that really my property? Do you think really that property is mine? No, everything belongs to Krishna. We are like ducats. We are putting all the boundaries and we're telling this is my property, this is your property, we are actually playing with Krishna's property. Nobody produces property. It all belongs to Krishna. So if we don't understand that part, that everything, all the richness, all the money, wealth, talent, everything actually belongs to Krishna. We are just his children and we should appreciate him. We should show gratitude towards him and we should offer him some gifts with love and devotion. This simple secret, if you don't understand, how can we be happy? We are taking everything from him. So we are cheaters. We are actually sinners. We are doing wrong. And Krishna is not actually punishing everybody for doing this. He's tolerating, he's watching, he's hoping that someday we'll turn to him because he accepts us as his children. This is a very important point to understand. Krishna says, Bhoktaram Yagna Tapasya, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu. He is the master of everything, including each and everything what you have. Who is giving us water? Who is giving us air? Who is giving us this whole features what we have? Who is maintaining this planetary system? For us to maintain our house itself is a difficult job. Imagine if the whole creation is not maintained, can we still live on this planet? If the mosquito population keep increasing rapidly, it will be a difficult place for us to stay on this planet. Forget about everything else. Mosquito. If the sun comes 2 degrees closer to Earth, Earth is finished. 2 degrees. Right? So we have to understand that Lord is doing so much for us. And what He's asking us in return? With love and with devotion, a leaf? Really? Just a leaf? And He's happy with that? He's so compassionate, right? Without the basic principle of bhakti, nothing can induce the Lord to agree to accept anything from anyone. Bhakti is never casual. The process is eternal. It is direct action in the service of the absolute whole. Here, Lord Krishna, having established that He is the only enjoyer, the primeval Lord, and the real object of all sacrificial offerings, reveals what types of sacrifices He desires to be offered. If one wishes to engage in devotional service to the Supreme in order to be purified and to reach the goal of life, the transcendental loving service of God, then one should find out what the Lord desires of him. So if you really want to get the highest benefit, you should understand what is Lord desire so that you can easily get the highest benefit. One who loves Krishna will give him whatever he wants. So this is a very important point. One who loves Krishna, Krishna will give him whatever he wants, and he avoids offering anything which is undesirable and unasked. Thus, so if you really understand Krishna, what he likes, you will give him only what he wants, and you will not give him what he does not want. Correct? So if you understand that, thus meat, fish, and egg should not be offered to Krishna. Does he want that? Did he ask that? What did he ask? Patram pushpam phalam toyam. Did he ask, give me egg, fish, non-veg? So whatever he asks, you give them that, right? If he desired such things as offering, he would have said so. Instead, he clearly requested that a leaf, fruit, flowers, and water be given to him. And he says, of this offering, I will accept it. Therefore, we should understand that he will not accept meat, fish, eggs, vegetables, grains, fruits, milk, and water are the proper foods for human beings and are prescribed by Lord Krishna himself. Whatever else we eat cannot be offered to him, since he will not accept it. Thus, we cannot be acting on the level of loving devotion if we offer such foods which Krishna is not demanding. In the 3rd chapter, verse 13, Sri Krishna explains that only the remains of sacrifice are purified and fit for consumption by those who are seeking advancement in life and release from the clutches of the material entanglement. So remains means when you offer to Krishna the prasadam. Those who do not make an offering of their food, he says in the same verse, are eating only sin. How do you get out of that? Follow Krishna's instructions. Offer him with love, a leaf, flower, water, or a fruit. Be in devotion, chant the holy names, understand the transcendental activities, understand what is Vaikuntha, how you can go there. When you do all this research, when you understand, when you follow the recommendations by the Shastras, definitely you will go there. Why not? Krishna is merciful, he's our father. He really wants us to be there. So he's giving all the instructions, ideas, tips in the scriptures. All we have to do is just accept his authority and follow him. In other words, their every mouthful is simply deepening their involvement in the complexity of material nature. But preparing nice, simple vegetable dishes, offering them before the picture or the deity of Lord Krishna, and bowing down and praying for him to accept such a humble offering, enables one to advance steadily in life, to purify the body and to create fine brain tissues which will lead to clear thinking. Above all, the offering should be made with an attitude of love. Krishna has no need of food. He already possesses everything that be. Yet, he will accept the offering of one who desires to please him in that way. The important element in preparation, in serving, and in offering is to act with love for Krishna. Does he really need our paneer, curry, or rice, or chapati, or something? Does he really need? No, he does not. But he's giving opportunity for us to purify. So when you offer, it is bhoga. After you offer it to Lord Krishna and he blesses it, it becomes prasadam. It works transcendentally. Why prasadam is so tasty? Even a yogurt rice is so tasty. in the temple. Pongal is so tasty in the temple. Same yogurt rice in the house, you might not get the same kind of feeling. Of course, if you offer, you might. But the temple yogurt rice is totally different. Tirupati and all, when you go. Because prasadam is offered to Lord, our Lord has accepted. And when you eat the prasadam, it will help transcendentally. Your brain tissues and everything will slowly become spiritualized. And your thought process will change. You'll think positively. What you eat, you are, right? Most of us, we try to avoid eating outside. One of the reasons we try to avoid eating outside is when you eat outside, whatever is the conscious of the cook, when you eat, through the food, you are getting his consciousness. So if his consciousness is bad, you're actually getting that kind of consciousness in your mind. That's very risky. If you remember, like not too long ago, in your own family, if you remember, our great-grandparents, some of them were so strict, they did not even allow our family members to cook for them. They used to take shower, go cook, offer to God, then eat that prasadam. They don't even taste anything before offering to Krishna. Even ISKCON, entire ISKCON, everywhere, all the events, we don't taste anything before Krishna tastes. So even salt and all, we don't taste it. Sometimes we can add later after Krishna eats prasadam if there is some shortage. That's okay. But we don't taste because it has to be like you take shower, you keep clean, and you offer it to Lord. After Lord takes the bhoga, he blesses us, then we take the prasadam. That mood itself is different. And everything is given by him. So what big favor we are doing to him by offering to him? Actually, it is our beneficial only. Because now it is not sin. Now it is prasadam, which is helping us to go to the transcendental world. By eating prasadam itself, we can go to the transcendental world. What to speak of chanting and other activities if you do. So the impersonalist philosophers who wish to maintain that the absolute truth is without senses cannot comprehend these words of Bhagavad Gita to them. It is either a metaphor or proofs of the mundane characters of Krishna, the speaker of the Bhagavad Gita. But in actuality, Krishna, the Supreme Godhead, has senses, and it is stated that his senses are interchangeable. In other words, one sense can perform the functions of any other senses. This is what it is mean to say that Krishna is absolute, lacking senses. He could hardly be considered full in all places. In the 7th chapter, Krishna has explained that he impregnates the living entities into material nature. This is done by his looking upon material nature. And so in this instance, Krishna's hearing the devotee's words of love and offering foodstuff is wholly identical with his eating and actually tasting. This point should be emphasized because of his absolute position. His hearing is wholly identical with his eating and tasting. Only the devotee who accepts Krishna as he describes himself without interpretation can understand that the supreme absolute truth. Sometimes some people who don't know God, they're like, honestly speaking, they're rascals. They can see sun, they can see moon, they can see all the planets, they can see everything around us, and still they think, no, this all happened accidentally. There's no God. And they also think God does not have any senses. Hey, you are a fool number one. You're offering to Krishna, the Murti, the deity. How is he going to eat? He does not have any senses. Thinking like that is our foolishness, actually. Do you think it's a big thing for Krishna to eat with his eyes or eat with his ears? No. You're saying something, some offerings to Krishna, and he's hearing it, he's accepted that. Through the ears, he accepted. Through the eyes, he can see and accept it. He's just saying, Krishna, that with my glance, I have impregnated the earth with all the human beings. This is a secret. We have to accept the scriptures as it is. Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, for a doubting soul, there is no happiness in this world and the other 3 worlds also. If you're doubting, what is the benefit? If you doubt your math teacher, if you doubt your science teacher, if you doubt all the books on the planet, can you go anywhere? You doubt your iPhone. No, this iPhone does not even dial. Will it help? Because your nature is doubting. For a doubting soul, there is no happiness here and there. So scriptures are eternal. There is no fault in scriptures. When we accept the scriptures as it is, we definitely get the benefit. So now you tell me, I want to ask a question before we end this episode. How do you feel after hearing what Krishna wants, the Supreme Personality of Godhead wants? He's asking us. And how do you feel sharing this information with others? Will they benefit or not?
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone will get benefited by this.
Share any experience of you eating prasadam.
Most of the time, like we offer naivedyam, and even while offering the naivedyam, we say like amrutamastu. So saying that it's next to amrutam, and then we eat it like a prasadam. So I think even in our mantras also it is like amrutamastu, amrutapitamasi. So that's how I think even in the mantra of naivedyam says like so offering anything to Krishna, phalam, pushpam, with just like we also heard about that example where in Krishna Tulabharam with just a leaf, he's pleased and he was satisfied with the love and devotion. So yeah, by just offering a leaf, a fruit, anything with love and devotion, I think he gets pleased.
Superb. So you understood the whole essence of Krishna consciousness and what Krishna wants. It's like if you really want to please somebody, if you know the secret of what they like, and if you just do that, your life is so easy, right? Otherwise, you'll be trying everything to please them, but you're missing out on the main thing what they like. Here, Krishna himself is telling, if you give me these things with love, with devotion, I'll accept it. And if Krishna accepts it, that means he is happy with you, then only he'll accept it. And if Krishna is happy with you, your life is set.
Yeah.
So my humble request to all of you, please continue chanting. Please start chanting the holy name of the Lord. Read the bona fide scriptures, Bhagavad Gita as it is. You can go to vedabase.com and read this, Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the only book on the planet which is spoken by God himself. And you will definitely benefit from Bhagavad Gita as it is. So my humble request to all of you is read Bhagavad Gita and chant the holy name of Lord Krishna and Rama and make your life blissful and make your family life blissful. And this is the journey towards eternity. We'll eternally be happy in Vaikuntha Lokas, in Goloka Dham. So my humble request, please chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gauranga.
Nothing much, Prabhuji. Like when we are discussing on the last before episode on the prasadam and this naivedyam, though we are offering the vegetarian food, like I remember you saying not to offer onions or some specific items. So I just wanted to get it confirmed.
It is not recommended in scriptures to offer onion and garlic to deities. In none of the temples in India, they offer onion and garlic. Even all the Brahmanas in India, they don't eat onion and garlics. Even Jain, they don't eat onion and garlics. What to speak of our people? If you are a fighter jet pilot, if you have intake of garlic, they will reject you from flying the plane because it influences your decision-making power. And onion and garlic is in the mode of passion and ignorance. So if you want to go to a spiritual realm, if you want to increase your spiritual energy, spiritual vibes, transcendental nature, you should come out from mode of ignorance and passion to mode of goodness, sattvic mode. So most of the people who really want to go higher in the spirituality, they try to avoid onion and garlic. And you should never offer onion and garlic to Lord Krishna, Vishnu, any deities. Matter of fact, in India, no temples they allow onion and garlic. And you can read, you can research about it. You will really like it. In fact, you should avoid giving onion and garlic to your kids also if you really want them to be humble, simple, a mode of goodness. Most of the kids are also like a little bit hyper and all, mode of passion. And you're giving them onion and garlic, they'll be more hyper. So it's best to avoid that as much as possible. But it's a gradual process. You cannot overnight become sattvic and sadhu. It's a gradual process. If you're not able to do it, it's okay. You don't have to worry too much about it. Gradually, you will understand and you can practice. I have quit onion garlic for last maybe 15 years and I don't have any urge for that.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for letting us know like what exactly Krishna requires. It's just a simple offering. So thank you so much for helping us understand this. And next week, we'll be coming back with more interesting topics. This is Priya Goteti signing off. You're watching Sakshi, Sakshi.